Okay, Nathan Head and Paul Newbery, of course. Nathan, you play the Archangel, and Paul, you play Doyle.
Doyle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in the whole sort of process of the film?
Well, you were involved before me, weren't you? How did...
Yeah, just I think.
Yeah. I was working with Paul at the time in a play at the Salford Arts Theatre, and I can't remember how we got. I was aware of the film before then because I was following it on Facebook. And I think Paul told me that they were looking to cast the character of Raymond Korkinski, which is the Archangel when he's in human form.
Right.
And that's how I got
That's
involved.
it. That's it. How about you, Paul?
Ryan joined me on Facebook as a friend, you know, one of these friends that you don't know.
Yeah.
You just sort of add them.
It's like a weird stalker. That's
Yeah,
like,
it was a bit of a weird stalker. And then added him, we got talking, and he sort of saw my face, and, you know, he sort of thought, oh yeah, there's Doyle. We just got talking, met up, went through the script and the character, and it went from there. And we sort of gelled straight away, which was really good.
Yeah. So, did you enjoy the filming of it? And
I loved it to bits. I wish we could do it again.
Yeah. You won't be able to.
I won't be able. Don't say that. You spoil the ending for everyone. But I won't be able to. But
Yeah. But what about Doyle? We might see Doyle again, hopefully.
Oh, I don't know. I
think it's possible. I don't know. You'd have to wait and see.
Did you enjoy working with the guys, Sean, the director, and
they were very good. I particularly enjoyed doing the warehouse scene and the train station scene. We were all pretty, because there was only a small crew during those scenes, so we were pretty working together quite intimately. It was quite good.
Yeah. Was it long days on set? Or?
It was long nights, really.
Most
of it was filmed at night, so it was either catching the last train or first bus home in the morning after filming. Yeah,
it took a lot out of you, or was it?
Well, I thought it was nice because we was working with three very passionate people who had an idea, because it ended up being an independent film. You know, they could go with their own ideas and their own sense of humour, and you know, nothing was cut, and they didn't have anybody else telling them what they had to do and stuff. So, you know, they could really move forward with their own idea, which was really nice to work with.
Yeah. How do you feel about it being sort of a comedy, horror, fantasy sort of almost sci-fi-esque sort of a project? Is that something that's a bit of a breath of fresh air, do you think, for like a Salford production?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I certainly think so, and I think it's very new for sort of England. I mean, we've got a lot of American fans now on the Facebook site, because they like that kind of thing, and it's you know, it's not really been done in England, and certainly not in Manchester. I think the last thing to come out in Manchester was like The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you think it's got a place then in not just in the UK but in Salford, and do you think it's something that we could, you know, like Ryan was talking about, maybe sort of creating a new wave of this sort of high concept kind of film? I think it's definitely got a place then.
Definitely, and I think there's a lot of raw, undiscovered talent in Salford, and I mean, if people like potentially want to be a filmmaker or you know, or an actor or on the production side or crew, it's worth just going on the Facebook and just watching what they do, because it's showing you the process. And how you can take your passion and actually put it into a practical form. So
tell me more about your characters then, because you're obviously...
well, Raymond Korkinski is a foreign diplomat. Well, I kind of play two Raymond Korkinskis, because I play the real one at the beginning, and then the one that the Archangel looks like, because he's a shapeshifter. And so he takes the form of Raymond for most of the way through the film to interact with the people at GMPID. And it's a bit strange. I mean, we got the idea for the way I did the character, because the guys are big X-Files fans, from Tombs, which was a character who was in 2 episodes, Squeeze, and his own episode, Tombs. Just that kind of human but not human, staring, talking all the time, and that was where I got the idea for that from.
And you took the inspiration of the way you played it from that character, that performance?
Yeah, we did from the initial start, because that's what me and Ryan were talking through, but then, because I'm a big Hellraiser fan, I sort of got a bit of Ken Cranham out of Hellraiser 2 influenced into the character, especially during the long dialogue scenes, like during the scene where I'm with you in the car. That was where the inspiration for the deliverance of that part came from.
Yeah. What about Doyle? Tell me about Doyle.
Well, Doyle was sort of based on that. Do you remember the editor in the Spider-Man films?
Yeah. J.K. Simmons played him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I wanted sort of those crisp lines and sort of those sort of just direct movements like that. So
no nonsense sort of thing.
Yeah, and you know, I tried to sort of keep the costume as crisp as I could. you know, because I just wanted that sort of cartoon look about it.
Yeah.
And it's hard with horror comedies. You have to get that sort of balance. So
right, yeah.
You know, it's good.
So what about Doyle as a character? Like,
he's just like a sleazeball, and you know, and he actually quite likes Mac, even though he doesn't, you know, he doesn't say so in the film. But he's got a bit of an affinity with him.
Yeah, I get the impression he sort of loves to hate him. You know, he's
absolutely.
always he has to be involved with him though.
I think that's because Mac's so good at his job. You have to appreciate him, don't you? That's probably why he's probably your best employee at the.
I mean, Doyle couldn't go around doing, you know,
no
stuff.
Yeah,
does.
He'd get his coat all bloody, wouldn't he?
yeah.
Dry cleaning bills be through the roof.
Well, he's got too many secretaries to hire.
That's
likes
it,
hiring and firing them.
But yeah, so that's where he took the inspiration from.
I did, yeah. And a little bit, you know, I come from London, so I brought a bit of, little bit of Mike Reed sort of style,
right? Yeah.
To it, combined with J.K. Simmons,
yeah. Fantastic. Okay, cheers, Nathan. Cheers, Paul.
Thank you very much.